doubted, you've kept the promise. Now we're singing, all dressed in splendor, as your promise again is kept. Oh, dear sweet rainbow, allure my feelings, make me so timeless. One race for zenith, we together.
Good morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I want to welcome us to the Olusegun Hotel Library Maiden Seminar Series. Before we commence the program, we're going to honor Nigeria by singing the national anthem and laughter anthem. We're going to stand up, please, for the national anthem. Thank you so much. Once again, I'm welcoming each and every one of us to the Maiden Olusegun Hotel Library Seminar Series. And without wasting any of our time again, we are going to start the program. But before we do that, we are going to invite some dignitaries to the high table. First on the list, we believe the acting vice chancellor is on his way, so we don't want to waste time. We are going to leave the stage for him. The first person I'm going to call is the acting vice chancellor, Professor M.O. Gehasu, and I thank you. Please, a round of applause for him. So, pending his arrival, I'm going to call on the representative of the council, Professor Adejuma, to come forward. Please, you can do better than that. In the same manner, I want to welcome to our midst the Chief Scribe of the University, Dr. T. Ubule. Sorry, sir. Please. In the same vein, I want to welcome to our midst the auditor of the institution, Dr. E.F. Arawi. I want to introduce to us the chairman of today's occasion, permit me to also welcome to our midst the representative of the bossa of the university, Mr. Adeyinka Adeboye. I want to introduce to us the chairman for today's occasion is our father, our backbone. The tireless is never tired, and is one of the persons that facilitated the coming of most of us to this library. Permit me to welcome to our midst Dr. G. Adio. I also want to welcome some of our dignitaries that are here present. Please, not in a particular order. I want to welcome to our midst one of the backbone of the University Library, a friend of the library. I don't want to say more than that. Professor C. Obijua. You should not attack everything. No, you should not attack everything. I also want to welcome to our midst from Faculty of Engineering, Professor Ojo and Professor A. Rahim. You are welcome. Welcome right now to the SPC of the Department of Building. So, a lot of applause for him. Also, we have the representatives of the Dean Faculty of Sciences, Dr. Samson Olani. We have our dean, our own dean. Please pardon me. Dean Faculty of Computer and Informatics, Professor Justin Jaboyi. That's our own no sentiment attack.
As the dean of the department.
No, it's our dean, understandably so. I also want to welcome the Deputy Dean, Environmental Sciences, who doubles as the rep of the Dean of the Environmental Sciences, Dr. Abdelazak Kainda. Permit me to welcome to our midst our Oga in the library. I'm going to start with Dean Isaac Udubenga Ajala. Next to him is Dr. Mrs. Olatoyin Oluwatoyin Oyewulu. I think we're going to Ajala So thank you so much. I want to introduce to us the chairman of the organizing committee, Dr. Mrs. Sarah Ebijua. So I will hand Sarah suspend the introduction for the time being so that we don't waste much of our time. Some of us are coming. I also welcome each and every one of us, all academic librarians here present, we are all welcome. All library staffs here present, we are welcome. And the Friends of Library, Dr. Mrs. Allo, you are welcome. The technical team and everybody, we are all welcome. So we are going to go straight to the next on the agenda, and we're going to give the opening remarks from Dr. Mrs. Adekunle Sarah Obiyo.
Thank you very much. Opening address. The chairman of the council is represented by Professor Adea Ijumo, the acting vice chancellor, the registrar, Oscar, provost, chairperson, committee of provost and deans, dean of postgraduate school, all other deans present, directors, professors here present, heads of departments, all senior non-teaching present and heads of units, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I have the great honor and pleasure to welcome you all to this auspicious occasion of the Olusegun Oke Library. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation to grace the inaugural series of the library's seminar. Today marks another milestone in the history of the activities of our library as we present the first Olusegun Oke Library Seminar Series that is expected to sharpen library staff skills and for our user community to gain insight and information that are of direct relevance to their interests and academic activities. Permit me to observe that the topic of today's seminar, which is library resources and services, as the bedrock for complementing knowledge acquisition in higher institution of learning, is art. This is because the role of the library as an indispensable institution that stimulates intellectual curiosity and nurtures the desire to learn is not in doubt. It is hoped that the seminar will sensitize everyone here present to know the importance of library to knowledge acquisition. I am of the conviction that our presenter for today will do our best to make the seminar very rewarding and inspiring. Once again, I would like to appreciate the acting vice chancellor in absentia, the chairman of the council, other members of the management team, dean of faculties, professors here present, and all other distinguished guests for finding time to attend this program. I'm sure you all have been eagerly waiting for this day. It is our expectation that you will always be available at our subsequent seminars as we are set to keep the flag flying in the presentation of other scholars, not only in the library, but the entire university at large. In conclusion, the seminar promises to be educative, insightful, and profitable for everyone, I can assure you that. Thank you all and God bless you.
Thank you. Please wait and ask the chief, my chairperson, Madam. Thank you so much for that wonderful opening remarks. While she was giving the opening remarks, we also have some visitors in our midst. Among them is the representative of the Faculty of Agricultural Sciences, Dr. Olawi Esco. Please round of applause for him. Likewise, the Dean Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences, Dr. S.F.E.K. You're welcome, ma'am. Once again, I want to welcome each and one of us, the technical team, and everybody. We are welcome. Permit me to invite the presenter for today, Dr. Mrs. Modupe Aduke Aboyade. is going to stand out while I'll call the person that will read a citation. I want to invite my boss, Dr. Mrs. Olatunun Oyemi.
All protocols duly observed. The presenter is already standing, so I won't say it remain standing again. Thank you. Here I read the citation of Dr. Mrs. Odukeola Aduke Aboyade, the presenter for today. Dr. Mrs. Aboyade was born in Oroago, Ifelodun local government area of Kwara State. She bagged a diploma in library science in 1983 as well as a Bachelor of Library Science in 1990 from the Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, respectively. She had a Master of Library, Archival and Information Studies in 1994, Postgraduate Diploma in Education in 1998, and Doctor of Philosophy 2016 from the University of Ibadan, respectively. Dr. Mrs. Aboyade has more than 27 publications consisting of books, chapters in books, and journal articles. Most of these articles are published in highly rated outlets in Nigeria and abroad. She has participated in several conferences and workshops both with outside the shores of Nigeria. As a seasoned scholar, she has traveled to many parts of Nigeria, Ghana, London, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and so many other places to present papers at conferences, workshops, and seminars, as evidenced by numerous articles in peer-reviewed journals, conference proceedings, and chapters in books. She has also served as external examiner and assessor of several tertiary institutions, including the University of Ilorin, Rufus Polytechnic, Owo, the Federal Polytechnic, Ilaro, the Federal Polytechnic, Ado Ekiti, and the Federal Polytechnic, Ofa. Dr. Oyade has held several administrative positions. These include Treasurer, Nigeria Library Association from 2011 to 2017, Chairperson, Nigeria Library Association 2017 to 2020, Member Academic Board of the Federal Polytechnic Ede 2013 to 2017, Head of Department of Library and Information Science, Federal Polytechnic Ede 2013 to 2019, Member of the operational modalities of staff school, Federal Polytechnic Ede, Member Federal Polytechnic Ede Institutional Journal, Member Federal Polytechnic Ede Convocation Committee, Member Academic Board of the Federal Polytechnic Ede, Chairperson Academic Board Welfare Committee and Chairperson Research and Publication Committee, School of Business Studies, Federal Polytechnic Ede. Dr. Mrs. Aboyade is presently the first female university librarian in the Laboratory at Akitola University of Technology and the first female member of LAUTECH Management Board. Dr. Mrs. Aboyade is a member of several professional bodies. These include Nigeria Library Association, Osun State Chapter, Nigeria Library Association, Association of Women Librarians in Nigeria, Librarians Registration Council of Nigeria, Cataloging, Classification and Indexing Association of Nigeria, National Association of Library and Information Science Educators, Academic Staff Union of Polytechnics, Nigerian School Library Association, National Association of Women Academics, and a fellow of the Institute of Policy Management Development. As a result of our expertise, Dr. Mrs. Aboyade built many libraries from the scratch. These include the Ibadan South Anglican Diocese Kudeti Theological Library under the late Bishop Adejumobi, the Emmanuel College of Theology Ultramodern Library, Samonda, Ibadan, and the Ladoke Akitola University of Technology Teaching Hospital Library, Osogbo. In addition, she was the pioneer theological librarian, Ibadan South Anglican Diocese Kudeti Theological Library, under the late Bishop Adejumobi from 1999 to 2003. The Ladoke Akitola University of Technology Teaching Hospital Library, Osogbo, from 2001 to 2011, and the pioneer head of Department in Library and Information Science Department at the Federal Polytechnic Ege from 2013 to 2019. Her contributions to humanity through scholarship earned her a grant of 2 million naira from the federal government of Nigeria to carry out research in the field of library and information science in the year 2014. Dr. Mrs. Aboyade's prowess has earned her letters of commendation from the Nigerian Library Association Osun State Chapter on good conduct at the AGM organized in 2012. The Nigerian Library Association Osun State Chapter commendation on good conduct as the best state treasurer of the association issued in December 2012. Certificate of honor as Nigerian Library Association Osun State Chapter Financial Secretary from 2007 to 2011, and the Treasurer 2011 to 2017. Certificate of Merit from Lautech Teaching Hospital Staff Cooperative Investment and Credit Society Limited, Committee Member from 2004 to 2005. The Virtuous Woman, an award given by the Women's Wing of Christian Association of Nigeria, and for meritorious service given by the students of Library and Information Science. Dr. Mrs. Aboyade is an astute mentor, and a leader who cares deeply for the welfare of her fellow man. Our relationship with staff transcends both subordinate relationship. She is happily married to Dr. Wahab A. Aboyade, and the union is blessed with wonderful children. Please let us welcome the presenter, Dr. Mrs. F. A. Aboyade, as she delivers a seminar titled Library Resources and Service as the bedrock of complementing knowledge acquisition in higher institutions of learning. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Please, another round of applause for Dr. Mrs. Now, Dr. Mrs. will have the floor.
Good morning, everybody. I want to say thank you to the management of the Library Akitola University of Technology, starting from my able Vice Chancellor in Absentia, Professor Yes. I also want to equally thank the registrar of the college, Dr. Ayode, and all other members of the high table because of our time. But permit me to single out the representative of the chairman of the council, Dr. Adejumo, Professor Adejumo, for finding time to come. I want to say thank you, and also I want to thank everyone here present. I don't want to start mentioning names so that I don't waste more time. I think I have only 30 minutes so that I can just leave here on time. Thank you. So permit me to start on the existing protocol. The title of my lecture is on library resources and services as the bedrock for complementing knowledge acquisition in higher institutions of learning. The table of contents is presented. One, I have introduction to the library resources and services, followed by the National Collaborative Resources and Services, then the joint action, recommendations, and word on the Bible. Complimentaries and acknowledgements have been taken. I want to say that the choice of my topic is writing policy paper within the academic space. But that topic was taken at the Faculty of Food and Consumer Science, so I had to change my course to take my topic. Also, because this is an academic environment, I have to change it to saying something relevant to the academic environment. And that is why they got the pressure course, and because of the time frame. We presented other papers here in Lampert. Number one, now what? Here in Lampert, commission to present the paper. Number two, that is the topic is maximizing the benefits of an academic level for excellence in career. Then I have presented a paper also here in Lampert concerning the academic life, personality traits for jobs and for growth. We had a webinar on digital library services here in the library, and today we are having another one on financing library resources for academic and advancement. So making the fourth paper since my assumption of office. But today I'm making this one official. The preamble. Knowledge can be acquired by extension, and that is what the library does. Because we are not in the classroom, but at the same time, our role is an extension of what is not in the classroom. And that is why our role is indirect, and it cannot be quantified, but we are making contribution to teaching, learning, and research in our indirect role. What is our mandate? It's just to achieve the aims and objectives of the parent institution. Education is from private to public. That is what you are born. Whether formal or informal, you have to be educated. Whether in the classroom, whether outside the classroom, education is very important. It is an instrument for self-reliance, social reconstruction, and economic development. And by the time you start from cradle, you graduate from one level to another and to get to where you need higher education, and where that is where we are today. So library from time immemorial exists in many institutions across the world because it is an integral part of the higher institution of learning. And you know, it's only change that is constant. Day in, day out, even places that we are born, they change from 1 month to 2 months to 3 months. Also, libraries, we have to change the nature of our resources collection. We have different types of libraries, we have different types of collections, we have different types of users. Therefore, we need to change our collections, we have to change our information resources use. So each time, we have to review what we have, and our main goal is to provide information resources in higher institutions. To achieve that mandate, teaching, research, learning, and community services. And the ultimate goal is to develop total people. Teaching and learning. The library is gateway to knowledge acquisition. And information is the library's article of trade. That is what we produce. That is our commodity. That is what we give out. The library is the warehouse of information. It creates opportunities for learning because of what we collect, because of our services, because we support literacy and education, we shape ideas and perspectives, and that is central to innovative and creative society. We preserve cultural heritage and we ensure equitable access and assist in the use of quality information and resources. What is a library? A library is generally a catalyst in transforming the future. Library is the main ingredient of human development and history. Constantly we review what we have and we evaluate academic performance in our own indirect way. If you have a library and your students are not performing academically, they will need to review. As lecturers review, so also the grants need to review. according to Lance, he said, bad libraries build collections, good libraries build services, but great libraries build communities. And that is why it concerns human resources, where it concerns the human being. If you have collections, if you have services, everything still boils down to the human being. And that is the community we are building. That is what makes the nation great. You can see the library as a mirror for reflection. If you look yourself up in the mirror, you will see a reflection of yourself. And that is what the library does. God constantly review. We have to constantly support the aims and objectives of the institution. We have to constantly look at what you are here to do. What is your services? What are your goals? What are your benefits? And you must build a community of knowledgeable human beings. The library is a mirror of reflection. It tells where we are coming from. That is the past history, right from civilization. You think about writing, right from the time of Gutenberg. This, you think about what we have in Mesopotamia, where we have the right of the root, we write the place. Where are we now? We are now in the era of papers, and where we ought to be, information and communication technology. So you can trace history and we keep diary. So library is like a mirror head to our face. To any organization, the libraries is an asset. Then we have different types of libraries. We have the school, the public, state. It depends on the community. We have different types of libraries, different types of collections. And what we do is to sort, collect, select, process, organize, preserve, and make knowledge accessible. Today, virtually on every campus, higher education institution, the library occupies the central position. I want us to listen to this video clip.
In the world, but if you ask us, the Tallinn International Airport is one of the most beautiful airports in the entire world, and there are two main attractions. The first one is the Covert Cafe, where we can sit for hours upon hours and never get bored of this cozy, one-of-a-kind cafe that will keep you entertained for hours while sipping your cup of joe. And for all of you that love traveling and reading, then we should mention that the airport has a library and some very comfy reading chairs. If by any chance you like a book you're reading, then you can borrow that book and take it on your flight. The only thing they request of you is to return the book the next time you're flying somewhere. Many times, readers would leave little notes inside the book telling you all the places the book has visited in its lifetime. And if you're from Estonia, then you can donate some of the books you're not reading to this library. The fact that this airport made it to the list of the most
Is that there's a library as you go now. Even at the airport, you have libraries. You borrow books, that is when you are waiting, you can borrow books and take it away. Next time you are coming back, you drop the books or you donate to the library. So you see that library can transcend borders. So you can borrow books at library as you go. We have different types of libraries. We have academic libraries, we have public libraries. So depending on the community, the body of the environment, and who are behind this, we, the librarians. Librarians are passionate about others because our role is inquantifiable. Still, we are passionate. We are resolute at making lifelong education work. We are ready always to make learning permanent. We have knowledge in our own special way, and we are always ready to assist in the information position. We plan, work contribution, we provide access, we implement, and we refine education. So, we, librarians, are the original search engine with a heart. I think librarians will class. Now, the second segment, implementation strategies. There's a joint action. The first one is the use of quality resources. The second one is the provision of befitting structure and facilities. The third one is the provision of library services in complementary teaching and learning. There's a joint action that concerns the management, the one that concerns the user, the one that concerns the lecturers. Let's see. Resources that we need, we have three different categories of resources. We have the human resources. Those are are the managers of the library, the librarians, the support staff, the library officers. We have the material resources, the print, non-print, audio, visual, audiovisual, multimedia, and the likes. We have the physical resources, like we are here in this hall now. That is part of the building, the shelves, the printer, the photocopiers, and all those. Then these are some of the resources that we need. We have the human resources in different categories. We have professional, paraprofessional, support staff, ICT, and the likes. I told you that we have collections, and book is the dominant material. Most of the library collection, book is the dominant material that we have in the library. If you have collections in the library that are not books, if you get in there, you think it's just an empty room. So we have also journals for smooth search. We have recreational materials where you have games, where you have newspapers. You can see a picture of a very fine recreational center. Even within the library, we have the e-resources for robust learning. And these e-resources are online digital object accounts, include text, images, and the likes. They are also for teaching and learning. Now, coming to the traditional library services. The first segment talked about the resources, that is the material. Now to the services now. Librarians will have traditional library services such as indexing, abstract, selecting dissemination of information data, database searching, bibliographic compilation, records management, and all others. These are our primary traditional role that we are doing. Because of that, I cannot be explaining. Then we have all others, the provision of materials condition. The ones condition are the ones that are kept in the rotational center. Then we have the ones at the reference session, we have the library lending. If you want to borrow a book, if you don't have it, we can get it for you anywhere, anytime. We have the teaching of the use of library, then we collaborate with faculties, and we do current awareness services to manage knowledge and the likes. But today, in an academic environment, we are training to become creative and innovative. So even librarians are not left out. We are thinking outside the box. So we have creative library services. These are our new roles that are useful to all of us that are seated here. The new roles include the ICT-based library services. We do information researching, information system designing, we deliver documents, we review books, then we do translation services, those that are good, maybe in French language and the likes. But that is for the creative library service. Then we have innovative education, human capital development, innovative education, e-learning, online learning, information literacy skill. Here we have so many skills that can be learned. We have IT skill, we have ICT skill, we have information skill. There are so many things under this information literacy that are very beneficial under innovative education. We do literature science, we now do extension services. These services are prepared for the ODF now, and we do referral services. Also, this soft skill development and editing. This soft skill is good for communication because these are part of what we help us do. We have to try in an ever-changing world. We need to try. We have to think outside the box. We cannot just sit and continue to do the traditional role. So also we have innovative library services like posting of paper posters. We have library interior decorations for schools. If you get into private schools now, you will see that secondary schools well decorated for students because for schools. Because there is competition, all these are done by librarians, but these are part of the creative service. ICT indexing, e-services now. So, we have services that are evolving. We have document archiving. Librarians now perform this document archiving. There are some archaic materials. There are some materials that are before the internet that you can get in the library. If you go to Plaza Ibadan, there is an archive. But now there's a new dimension to it. If you have documents that you don't want any of your relatives to know, you can give to a librarian to keep for you. The librarian will link you up with a lawyer. You will have these documents carefully, because nowadays we don't think of your children, and this thing, some of family members will come and ask you for documents that they do not work for. So now we have a way of keeping your documents for you. Yes. It's very important. Then we have information researching for your research. We have information brokering. Then we have this library of things. Library of things. We have translation services for languages. If you are good at French, if you are also good at other languages, you can do this. If you are traveling outside, you need to offer test of English language, and you need translation. If you know French very well, there are some schools that are really speaking for those that are good in different languages. These are part of evolving library services. Then technical writing for grants. This is another part of soup. Editing. Then some are good at statistical analysis. These are what are evolving. This level of things is just a collection of exchange of tools and ideas. Tools and items. Tools and items. They are just different types of appliances that you bring into the library. Instead of buying, you just put them in for an exchange. You borrow them, use them, and return them to the library. Instead of duplicating, so you can get these things done. Then the joint action on rejuvenating knowledge acquisition. We have the user's role, we have the lecturer's role, we have the university management's role, then the librarian's role. Who are the users? The community. Basically, we have staff, researchers, students, and people within the community. Then, how can the staff and students benefit from these resources? You must identify your needs. That meet this, you must desire, have that desire, the urge, and the willingness. You must be positive in your attitude. Learn how, when, why, and where to demand. Then you must have computer literacy skills. For the users, that is the students and staff, you must have awareness of what you want to get, interest in what you want to do, desire to do what you want to do, and your action plan. Then the recipe, we have the recipe for meaningful library resources by the users. One, you must have no ulterior motive. Some people come to the library with the aim of stealing. Don't come with ulterior motive. You have to be familiar with the library facilities, because if you cannot, you must know what to get and where to get what you want. So do not hesitate to complain, and that is where the role of the librarian comes in. Come to the library, complain to us, you get what we want for you. Then we have how to sustain it. We have to create appetite for reading. We have to create a mental picture of a library as the best place to get information. We have to respect the rights of other patrons too. And we are acquainted with various access points provided in the library. Then the responsibilities of the lecturers. To my deans now, sir. You have to help us identify areas of students' difficulty and force them to use library resources for their homework, research, innovative and creative thinking. Then you yourself have to be active. You have to be active in participating in a library acquisition. And you must demonstrate your willingness to take advantage of what you have. Lead the student by example, because you have to use the library to equip the students with skills necessary. What will be the result? Accelerated and all-round academic efficiency. That is why it concerns the lecturers. We have 3 L's of teaching and learning. You can see these guys. You can see Mr. L1 leading on L2, and L3 is also leading. You have to learn yourself. That is, you have to know, you have to have information. What you have now, you lead on others. That is the use of library resources for research. What you know, after that, you now learn to others. You have to learn yourself, read from others, that you have acquired, learn that to others. Sorry. Then the roles of university management, sir. The management should be trained on the library. You should ensure that there's constant provision of funds. Now you have to provide us with facilities, library equipment, conducive work and study. You can see work and study both for staff and for students. Take counsel against library budget costs. Then provision of quality manpower. Then security of life and property. This one is loaded with minister. Then provision of staff and strength. Well, yeah, that is why it's concerned system. Then responsibility of librarians. I will just paraphrase it because I will not want to waste some time. You see that? Then librarians, you have to keep the library open and inviting. If you are begging management, we cannot beg you. Keep the library open and inviting. Provide remote and global access to what management is providing. If there are resources, and students are not using these resources, then the problem is with the library. We have so many. I want to lay emphasis a little bit on this. We have laws in the library that is guiding the library, and we have 5 different laws. It says the laws now. Number 1, books are for use. 5 laws of fundamental. Books are for use. Whether you know the author or not, you have to get this book to the library. Someone somewhere will come and use it, and that is law 2. Books are for use, whether you like it or not. Somebody will come one day. Now, law 2 says every person his or her book. Somebody in English may not need book in mathematics. Then law 3 says every book is reader. Save the time of reader. That is why you provide access. And the library is a great organism. That is why it concerns the management. They should continue to provide for us. So, librarians, please keep the law alive. And that you can see a very fine, beautiful library. This is a typical example of a library that is living, not dead. Then the responsibility of the librarian continues. And then, information provision for knowledge acquisitions. With the amalgamation of effort, provision of quality materials and dedicated services, library as the bedrock must cater for the differences in learning and teaching styles through provision of print and audiovisual. Provide remote and direct access to information. Plan, implement, and evaluate learning programs. And so many others. Then, number 2, we have libraries can use qualitative means to get students research behavior. It is when you know how to behave, you know what to get for them and how to cater for them. Number 3 is teach the use of online public access. This is where I'm going. This is the river of the book, the paper. You have to teach them how to use OCA. You have to teach students how to use the Boolean operators because they are here for research. They are here to reach. They are here to know how to do research. So this number 10 and 11 is what I've just briefly explained. We have this Boolean operator and Boolean operator and is it has if you are searching for different terms, category and classifications, this one will give you 2 major searches. It will search for category and classification. The Boolean is because it's an operator and it will now tell you that I will search for category and classification. If the lecturers give them assignments and they want to write references or they want to make searches, they have to use Boolean operator to make their work easy. So this one will give you A and B. We have Boolean operator or. This one has 3, A, B, and C. Operator or. If you say category or classification, it will look for terms on category, classification, and category and classification. Then number 3. This one is Boolean operator, not. It will only find terms on cataloging, not classification. So we have A, the first one is A plus B, the second one is A plus B plus C, the third one is A. We have to teach them also use of reference style. We have different types. We have the upper. That is the upper style, using social and behavioral sciences and anthropology, education and psychology. The more reasons why you must know students' search behavior. The Turabian and Chicago is used generally in business studies, biological and physical sciences. You have to identify those activities there. The modern languages is for arts, modern languages and literature. Harvard, that's from the University of Harvard, and the scholar for Faculty of Oxford, University of California, and I'm from the University of California. So this one is in-house. Yes, this one is in-house, developed by University of California. Thank you. So the best how to identify students that will need this. That's identify the students that will need this. Now. Now we have these 4 questions. Why? How? What? Who? Why? Why do you have to harness library resources and services? How do you do it? What are you going to harness and for who? Now, libraries are the bedrock of knowledge acquisition. Libraries were there to impact on students' learning. What we teach in the classroom is what we are going to complement. We are also, because we have to foster their critical environment skills, we also have to encourage education, whether directly or indirectly. Then the rationale for library, the why. Internet does not have everything that you need. Internet does not have everything. Not everything is free on the internet. Information on the internet is not well organized. There are misconceptions, and the sources of internet may be hard to verify. There are more than books on the internet. The word is wide, but an inch deep. It's very wide, but an inch deep. What you think you will need, you will bring more than what you need. Come to the library. The libraries are open. The libraries are there. It's open and to welcome. They will tell you exactly what you need. I said we are the original search engine with a heart. Then we manage knowledge and information as representatives. Now, the last one is to get value for your money. Management has provided. They are free of charge. Come and use them freely. We are not paying. We are not buying data. Come. We are here to attend to you. Then, yes, should librarians close the gate of knowledge? Thank you. If you close the gate of knowledge, this is what will be the result. Collectively, Mr. Knowledge dead. You can see the collective effort. This is Mr. Knowledge. People should close our gates. Are you following me?
Yeah.
Then what is our commodity? Information. Please, this is the video clip that I want you to see. These are the benefits of utilizing library resources and services. 1, engage users in understanding past events, develop critical thinking skills, that is through research, help users to draw conclusions, preparations, that is to provide tools and instructional materials. Then we have the trinity of acquisition, creation of value chain. Number 1 is for management. You can see the Mr. M in capital letter to give us quality resources, to give us good user community, and of technology of value. Number 2, the librarian, that is Mr. L. Knowledge management, marketing strategies and evangelism. Number 3 is group of integration. And number 4, Mr. P is the patron community. If all these are provided, if there is no community, we are just opening in vain. So, the product of active services now, all around educational advancement, professional and academic success. You can see that this one, educational expansion and enlightenment, lifelong education, you get economic value and you acquire skills. So, what are the challenges now? You know the major challenges. I'm running out. Institutional policy, lack of support from management. Here in Lauderdale, we have that support. I want to say thank you, sir. Then attitudinal problem, lack of adequate facilities. Here we have facilities. If you go to Port now, medical library, you'll be surprised what you have there. Please help me clap for the ministry. If you go to College of Health Sciences Library, you really know that we are blessed here. Lauderdale is blessed. Say amen. The last one is what I will dwell on. That is budget cost. Another debate.
20. Ẹ bá mi gé àwọn yẹn náà sí méjì méjì. Ẹ ṣé gidi kan. Thank you so much. Ẹ gé sí méjì. So 200 máa sì máa yàn. 250.
The man wanted fish 200. He said she wanted to 60 pieces. Conclusion. From the foregoing, it is evident that in an academic environment, there is need for advocacy, for lively use among patrons. That is what we are doing today. Users need to have knowledge about what are provided for them, what they need to utilize, or why they need to utilize, and what they stand to benefit. Library is of great importance in the development of information mission and vision and inclination, as it provides ample opportunities for acquiring knowledge. Suffice to say that the library has a vital role to play in perfecting learning. I have so many long list of recommendations, but let me read the first three. Patron must be aware of the existence of the library. The librarian, and that is the most be aware that there is a library. We have librarian and they are used and valuable educational. If they are not aware, there's nothing to do. University lecturers should demonstrate the willingness to support the learner and synchronize them with the use of this useful and learning material. University management should provide money and material. The issue of budget comes from the student pay look into. So I have one of the marble from Gregorian 1990. It says a library, according to Gregorian, is a tool for learning, a laboratory for human aspiration, a window to the future, also a source of self-renewal, intellectual growth and hope. Librarians do the best to bring out the best in you. My own parting word now, once you are a librarian, you must touch lives every day. Or every day someone's life must touch your own. Therefore, your work as a librarian is paramount to your survival. Build your work on a solid rock so that nothing will make you fail. Abaya 2021.
Please, may you give my librarian a standing round of applause, please? I want to say congratulations to the University Librarian for this wonderful presentation. I want to congratulate each and everyone here present today that were so lucky to be part of this occasion. Are we not lucky? We are lucky. So if you are lucky, please clap for yourself. So while the University Librarian was making a presentation, one of the important dignitaries of the university came into our midst, and that's the person of the chairperson of the Committee of Provost and Professor Adeo. Thank you so much for honoring the invitation. It's time for question and answer. I'm going to invite who is going to do that. But permit me to tell us that some of us at this end. So when I call her, they are going to pass some papers around. If you have some few questions, you can put it there. Because it's very difficult for us to call each and every one to come out and ask their questions. But before then, when she's out, we're going to give the management opportunity to give us some few good messages. Please, a round of applause for the registrar that you see the registrar coming up. So I'll call on the YO Oladapo to come to my heel here. Please, a round of applause for her. So come and stand beside the registrar when she's giving the good message.
The acting vice money of Sentia, and then the members of the university management, our professors, reputable ones for that matter, and the representative of the council chairman, all members of staff present here. I'm happy that I was able to make it despite price schedule, rather than I'm here now at call on an important meeting that's supposed to, but I'm glad that I've been part of this scintillating performance from the university librarian. Please, can we give her another round of applause? We thank God and appreciate those who have served as university librarian in this university. We keep on having people who are doing the job better, and that's solid foundation that people who have come before us have laid in this university. And I'm happy that one of the university librarians who have worked as seriously to make this university what it is today is here, the person of Dr. Adu, and the music has university librarian, my friend. It's so good to see you visiting. Happy New Year. He's been enjoying himself. We should enjoy ourselves. So I'm so glad that we are able to have this, and I'm happy that this will be the beginning. It will not finish. Librarian, as you mentioned, have been useful. But before I think, I want to ask this question. Maybe this will help us. Now, we have the problem of lack of patronage of library services by our students. Unlike in those days, I remember in my 100 level, you have to be taking assignments, knowing what they call cataloging, game of author, you want to search, all this kind of thing. But I don't know whether it's still a course that we take here at TNS. And you'll be forced, whether you like it or not, to visit library. Because the kind of assignment, the kind of work you do, will force you to come to library. I don't know whether that is still happening. Because I know there's lack of patronage of library services. Yeah, the advent of technology has disrupted a lot of things for good and for bad. But I think there should be a synergy between lecturers and librarians. That's why you are academic librarians. Such that students will be forced at least once in a while to visit library. They have to do the kind of assignment we are doing there. There are no technologies there, but we can still beat it to make sure that it's still being visit one way or the other. And there should be a synergy. I don't know what we are going to do about this to make sure that, because yes, all these things are available, Amazon is there and the like. But it's still very important. We did something in the registry. Librarian was there. That's why the fact that they tell us to go digital and preserve our documents through digital techniques. We are told scientifically how long the paper can last. And some of these digital documents can be lost. And paper can last years, many years, hundreds of years. When Abeokuta, lecturer of the Nigerian University, Alaki of Ghana wanted to show us the first Bible in Nigeria that been there since only God knows. He didn't have access to the key because they were keeping it really secret. So I think there should be a synergy. I don't know what we've done whereby we make our students to still be able to this library. Or else, our library will die. And our librarian will never get it done with it. I pray it will not get to that level in Jesus' name.
Now, Professor Justice, you want to go very Thank you very much for that surprise call. The representative for council, represented by Professor Dejimo, the Vice Chancellor in Ascension, for Able and Dynamic Registrar, Dr. K.A. Ugule, Director of Audit, representative of BOSA, professors here present, my Able Chairman, Committee of Things and Pros, and our erudite librarians that are here. I am elated that University Library is coming up with this kind of academic presentation. Generally, the ideal conception that people have about libraries are just there, or the librarians are just there watching over books. But we're happy that the library unit of the university is letting the university know that they are academic personnel in the university. And this is not far-fetched from the fact that we are beginning to see efforts from the university library in trying to metamorphosize into an academic department. Which the University Senate has given assent to. Thank you to the University Senate and management. The presentation was very, very thought-provoking. So in between, I jumped in and out to attend to one or two other things. But when I came in, I met the librarian talking about Boolean operators. And this is exciting. You do a lot of Boolean logic. If I will have a course Boolean logic, when you eventually join us, you will do a lot of course on Boolean operators. Now, you see, one of the fantastic things that this world have witnessed is the advent of the internet. And the internet is what has revolutionized the entire globe. And I tell you that the search engines in all, on the internet work with Boolean algebra. Yeah, because when you want to search for anything, of course, it uses AND operator, OR operator, NOT operator, NAND operator. There are a lot of operators that internet will use to combine, the search text and use it. Yeah, but when the librarian was presenting, she said, when you search, the internet will bring all manner of things. That is true. That's what we call information overload. But I want to say that that's already been taken care of, because a lot of work is already being done to take away the current www, the web, that uses, just text-based search. So we are now entering into the era of semantic search. Semantics has to do with meaning. So now, when you search, if you use the meaning of what you are looking for to do the search, so it will not bring all those things again. Why the library remains very, very important, in line with the submission of the university librarian, what do we do? Sorry, the university registrar, what do we do to make this generation students to still use the library? Well, I'd like to say in that regard that there must be a blend of the physical library and information technology. Because whether we like it or not, the students of this generation we are teaching are students that were born from 1980 and upwards, and they are called the native about, all those things are things you can put on videos for them, you can put on soft documents for them. They want to see things happening at the click of a button. So we need a special blend of library, and of course everything has gone e-library. So bring the e-library to them on their devices and then teach them cataloging on on smart devices. And we can remember, of course, the library remains fundamental to knowledge, but the world has moved forward. We can only refer to some things as history, but we don't have to go back to where history began. We must move forward. Thank you very much.
Please permit me to read some of the paper, but we have the express permission that we should allow people that want to make comments, we should allow them to make their comments. We should not restrict anybody. But before then, let me quickly read some of the questions that are here. So for the investor librarian to note. Yes, sir.
Thank you, all protocols duly and well observed. I want to say that first I must appreciate the library for activating conversation in this manner. But I want to say that the library, if you look at the audience here, you will find out that there is a gap. It appears that the library did not take the advertisement of this program seriously. I was expecting to see a hall that is overflowing with people, because what you are doing now concerns not just the register is gone. The library should also go and educate the registry on how to keep records. Your job goes beyond addressing issues that borders on how people pick books, how people read and all that. Your services should also get to the bus and educate them on how to keep their own records. And where there are gaps, they inform them. So we wish that the next edition of this lecture series should be properly advertised. So that the entire university community will be aware. But what they are doing goes beyond. There are some departmental libraries that are sophisticated, but those who are manning it are not librarians. It is important that you do a lot of advertisement, not just when it is a week to the time you start rolling out your key copy of the thing. A month, you talked about the annual conference that is starting tomorrow. You saw, if you notice, when they started advertising, the long time ago, more than 1 month. Yeah, but you said about 3 months. Yeah, they have been talking about it 3 months ago. So library should also, when I'm talking about the advertising record, audit is also involved. Audit, library should interface with audit, history, and registry on how to keep records. When I returned from my 1 year leave somewhere, I came back and I wrote a letter to the boss that letter that I'll come back. That data did not see the light of the day until they stopped my salary. That's the problem of record keeping. So it is important that we expand our scope. You are not delving into their affairs. You are not going to ask them how to do their things, but you are just going to educate them on how documents are kept. Then you do a course of documentation. I know that So we should take that serious. Then the advertisement is key. Library is doing something. Do you know how some of us on the other side perceive Liberia? Some of them don't even believe that. We have people with degrees here. But you need to tell them that you are sophisticated intellectuals in this unit in the university. And by making your own conversation, making your own story, telling your own stories, nobody will tell your stories for you. When we talk in faculty of science, we talk about our own narrative, talk our story there. For library, you can only talk your story and people will understand that they exist. Secondly, we talk about people not coming to the library. Yes, they won't come. They won't come because your library is not beautiful. Unfortunately, the registrar is out of the street. If you visit other libraries, you won't want to go out of that place. Why are there no flowers in the entrance of the library? You should beautify your library. Don't wait for the registry, the bursar to give you money. Tell the bursar that this is part of the strategies of doing your job. You should provide flowers. Then we have horticulture unit, we should provide flowers and push it to them. They want to do convocation any moment from now next year, April. They are going to buy flowers. After they buy the flowers, where will they keep them? If they buy 40, 50 flowers, where will they put them? They will go and put them in the bush there where they, after the bread baking. We should get those flowers, put them there. When they want to use it, they come and load it to you. After they finish using it, they return it. Or you get your own flowers and make this place appealing. If the place is fine, people will want to go there. So Liberians, you should see that as part of the struggle. There are other competing needs in the university, but you struggle and lobby to get everything to your own side. That's part of the game. It's not only here, everywhere. Each unit struggle, lobby, use contact, push people, and get your vision solved. Not even everybody wants you to have a beautiful day. We should all know that, irrespective of how you want to push it. So it is how you do it that matters. But I'm very happy the library is doing seminar series. Very happy. And library is not just library seminar series in the library. It's not just delivering your job about librarians. This is about university. You should get people in our group to come and tell us something about food security. Library is pushing that thing. We are raising the conversation of social survival from library because everything is about human existence. You get the engineers to come and talk about issues that borders on national security. You get those in science to come and talk about COVID-19. People are not, I'm surprised that the dominant discourse today is not being addressed by our scientists in Latin. I've challenged my colleagues in basic medicine and I told them they are lazy intellectuals. My friends, I'm not talking about all of those are my friends. Each time we talk, I told them, you guys are lazy. The dean of basic medicine is not here, my very good friend. And I've challenged them. Yeah, they are here. Report my team that I've told them to organize, it should come out with something like this in its own faculty. Let nursing come and tell us what they are doing about it. Each faculty should make noise about this thing. When we start doing that, nobody will be talking that he wants to become director of UDA, wants to become who is going to become dean of engineering or dean of informatics or dean of science. We should be talking about issues that borders on our life and social existence. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please permit me to summarize some of it. Okay. Dr. E.F. Arawi. Okay, I should bring the microphone. No, you can respond now.
In the course of the lecture, about management support. I want to say that as far as I know, the management support has been total when it concerns library. Because I always see the request, and the request when they call, we treat it with dispatch. And also, the way we normally treat some requests, we don't apply it when it comes to library, because we know it's a matter of knowledge, and we are all here because of knowledge. In terms of quantity, we don't normally tamper with it. If you ask for 100, that is what we recommend. So, I just want to say that you should count on us for support at any point in time when it comes to your request. So I want to congratulate you again, and I hope this will be the beginning and it shall continue. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Now, any comments again before we move into the question and answer? You are welcome.
Yes, sir.
It's unfortunate that almost everyone they are leaving their seats. But we cannot overflow appreciating the librarian for starting this seminar series. It's highly stimulating, thought-provoking, very educative, and it shows that the librarians, they are very relevant. It's teaching. So we really appreciate this that you have started. And I hope it will be sustained. Yeah, it will be sustained. Then, when she was presenting, she said library should be kept alive. And then she has said that library is alive in this space. So, it's now the responsibility of the students and staff to make use of the facilities that have been provided. It's unfortunate, just like Professor Ebidiwa said, the people that ought to be here, they are not here. I hope the next one, please don't have it here. Let it be in the hall, so that it will accommodate more people, and the publicity will be more than this, to accommodate students, PG students, undergraduate students, lecturers and deans, to emphasize on the need to use library. Is highly important. And I want to stress this also, that there should be a working relationship with the postgraduate school also. We will discover in our postgraduate school, we have a lot of documents there. And there is need to ensure that there is a repository. Instead of lots of material, they will be searching for material. But if there is collaboration, then all this information that are generated at PG school, they will be able to keep it properly. Then I want to suggest, Professor Justice mentioned something, one of the ways to encourage, to motivate our students to using library is to get to their level, to include IT in what we are teaching them. So I want to suggest that in the review of Library 101, please try and incorporate this in Library 101, such that students, they will want to come and use library. They will know that facilities that they need, they are already in the library. Thank you. Thank you.
With that, we are going to suspend the question and answer. But before then, permit me to welcome to our midst the Dean of Graduate School, Professor Ogunsola, to our midst. Please, I'm very happy to have you with us. Thank you so much. So I want to call on Deacon Isaac Ulubenga Dada to come and give us the vote of thanks. Please, a round of applause for him.
Vote of thanks. Well, the day is well spent. And we have seen the stuff our unit is made of. And the seminar was well delivered and also well attended. Actually, the number of people that are here is encouraging. But next time it shall be better. We want to thank Almighty God for granting us the grace to be here today to witness this occasion. It's the first in the series, and I believe very soon another one will come. And we believe that you'll be here. I want to go on record the chairman of the council, Professor Omali, regularly represented by Professor Adejumo, and the Vice Chancellor, the acting Vice Chancellor, Professor Lias, who was unavoidably absent. We want to thank them for honoring this occasion, and likewise the registrar, Dr. Guleye, Dr. Arawi, who happens to be the Director Internal Audit, and all the professors that are here present, who have left, all the deans, the HODs and directors, programs today, and others. I pray that the Lord will continue to be with you all. And for the personal librarian, Dr. Koyekadio, thank you for coming. All the DULs will recognize you. All the head of units will say thank you. And all the library staff, we want to really appreciate you. And we believe the next one will turn up en masse. And to the university community, we want to say we love you. And from what we have learned today, we put them into good use. Library is the gateway. Library is like a laboratory. Without library, education is not fulfilled, it's not completed. So please let us put up drums, let us put up trumpets, and blow ourselves to the community. Just like the presenter said, we shouldn't send our users away, our patrons, we shouldn't send them away. We should encourage them, we should embrace them. And when they see you in the future, they will highly recognize you. So on this note, I want to thank everybody for coming and for the contributions which are made one of us today. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you so much. Please, you can do better. You can appreciate better than that. I will employ us to do the items in reverse order for closing. We are going to do outside items before the national anthem. Please, are we set? Okay. Then we are going to the ground floor for group photographs. This is the After the national anthem, we are going to the floor for the group photograph. And we said, okay, just a minute, just a moment.
This lovely Lautech, you've kept the promise. Now we're singing, all dressed in